Hey guys, so I've done some mining off camera. Let's just take a gander, I guess. Come on in. Huh? Okay. Yeah, so the first things first, the door. I have bolted brackets across these center sections, top, middle, bottom. This is a dummy lock right here. I left it. Plugs the hole, whatever. My neighbors are honking their horn. I don't know if you can hear that. And the real lock is right here. It's like a mid-quality gate lock. I'll show you to you, as well as the brackets. I plan on sealing the bolts on the outside, with some like weatherproof silicone putty or something. I haven't done that yet, just in case I need to take it off for something. This has been put together for a couple weeks now. It's fairly recent. As you can see, the like regular key slot hole is right here. I've got it covered with tape just to kind of help weatherproof it for a little bit before I get a cover on it. Popping the door open there, you see the locking mechanism is just right here. I guess I move my hand out of the way. There you go. So it's actually upside down. The engagement moves up. So anytime I lock or unlock it, I gotta think like, oh yeah, it's backwards. These are the brackets here, just like some 3/16 steel plates with the holes drilled through, bottom, middle, top, right there. Over here, I took, I think this is 1.5 inch square tubing, but it fits perfectly, like mates perfectly with this slot here. So all I did was uh, drill holes through the top, notch out the section that uh, needs to dodge around this, and welded her to the frame. I mean, it's on there. I'll put the weather seal back on. We move inside here. So moving inside, you can see it's meshed with that really well. I need to put a handle right here so I can kind of close it myself a little easier from the inside. But I usually just grab it at the hinge up there right now and pull it closed. But as you can see, it looks like a regular old door from the outside, mostly from the inside as well. I really like, driving with these windows here. It's kind of super useful to see somebody next to you. So I didn't want to cover them, but I might end up putting like a rebar down the middle to like prevent people from just shattering this, because you can crawl through this. So, anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but at least the bottom windows will stay there. I might patch the top windows. I don't know. It's my choice, my house, my bus. Anyways, moving inside. All right, my friends, we're inside. I took off my jacket because it is a crisp 69 degrees in this place. I've got the heater running. So, what we have done since you last saw me 7 months ago is quite a lot. So let's take you on a tour. I'm going to try to figure out best camera angles, and we're just going to talk. So let's do it. Okay, let's see if this is a good angle. So this is the crapper. Uh, Toilet seat is just sitting here now, so I can pull it apart. But what we have is a container on this side that I've built into the bus. So this will have a handle on it. You remove it, and in here is basically just a giant built-in bucket. I'm going to pour my composting material in here. There'll be a scoop, and then I'll have a mechanism that even like your thickest roll of toilet paper can fit in here. It'll pivot out and kind of like be available whenever you need to use it. And then Over on this side, it's hard to do in this angle. On this side will be basically a trash bag for your toilet paper to go in, which if you're familiar with my other videos, there's a hole in the wall on the garage side that you can access the trash bag and the bucket for the used compost as well as the urine. So you can kind of grab it all from the bottom Dutch door and pull it out without having to have anything carried through the house. So let's put this back on there. Don't make fun of me. Removing the lid here. We've got the special filter, and then it's just a hole, right? So nothing crazy there. This is what I'm thinking for storage of these lids. So, you know, if this was mounted down, no interference. So I'll just have like some slots or a little a 3D printed little bracket to kind of hold those in place when you're stationary, and you know, just kind of hold them in place while we're parked in use. By the way, I have a 3D printer now, so you might hear me say like 3D print a lot, and it's because I'm 3D printing a lot of stuff. I am putting gaskets along the rim on the top of the lid and along the base here, and then I'll have hinge mechanisms, kind of like what Army ammo crates have, where you just you latch on, hinge it down, and it'll suck it down, so it'll be waterproof whenever you're either driving or in the shower, really. And then the bottom of the seat here and the lid will also have an outline of gasket material, and it'll have a latch to kind of suck it down and seal it, because you don't want your shower water to get in to your compost. I'm hoping that'll be enough. I'm hoping that you don't even have to latch it for the water seal to kind of do its thing. Somebody's not just like actively like splashing water into the hole, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, I took everything off just to show you the inside. Like I said, this area here, I'm gonna water seal with Red Guard. I've bondoed all the gaps and corners because nothing's square on a bus, and that the larger hole that we saw here just kind of takes up that area, and this will be filled with your composting materials. Not super technical. I will be drilling a hole in this, and then another hole in the wall that will go all the way to the outside, and I'll mount a fan on that hole and have a little bit of ductwork there. So that's where I'm going to push out my composting air from this area. And then, like I was saying, there's that hole there, so there'll be a trash bag here. There'll be the urine bucket here, and the composting bucket in this area. That I'll have a wooden bracket to kind of like hold the bucket in place. Probably just with honestly with like some kind of elastic strap to hold it in place, because it like even right now the bucket literally doesn't have enough space to tip over in any direction except for towards the hole. So if you prevent that, you're good. And just in case you want to know, this is what the like toilet area facing out looks like. So we'll move out and around to the like bedroom garage area. We've got everything kind of sitting there. This is the rack for the batteries. I've got the just a bucket in there. That's the access. This is access for the fuel tank. Believe it or not, the top of it's got a cap and a vent mounted there, so I wanted to keep access to that. Dutch doors right there, AC unit, nice little wall dividing that. Um, let's scooch back a little bit, and I don't know, I gotta figure this camera angle out. All right, got the camera angle kind of figured out right here, but this is going to be my pantry area. So this wall, it's done. It's solid. It has a little bit of give to it now, but as I build the shelves in and the spaces in, this will become a composite body and really become more rigid. So it kind of wiggles a little bit up in this top section here, but I've just got it screwed to one of the support legs for the bed, and then I put a 1x1 uh, piece of wood up top here that just kind of secures it this way and secures it that way. So right here, I think, because my refrigerator is smaller than this area, so I think I'll have a really long closet right here, a little slot maybe to hang like some dress clothes or whatever, and maybe even put some of my control stuff for my electronics in here. We'll see. We'll see how big this space is. Main goal for this area, make sure the refrigerator fits, and then build the shelving around that. I already own the refrigerator. It's just chilling in the garage. How do I get an angle up there? All right, this angle's going to be weird. I'm sorry. Okay. I hope you could see me because I have the phone like mounted basically on the ground, so I can't really see the screen. Anyways, so emergency exit, gone, dead to me, out of the question, thrown away into the garage pile of junk that I've not thrown away yet. So we've got the Max Air fan. What I did, this is a 24-inch square hole with rounded corners. Once you take the emergency exit off, I don't know what like sealing material, putty crap they used to actually seal this exit, but it is the stickiest, gunkiest crap I have ever had to scrape off a vehicle in my entire life. Kudos to whoever's manufacturing this thing. Anyways, so I took a 26-inch square sheet metal plate. I think it was, I don't remember the thickness, but it's the same thickness as my other sheets. So I don't know, not very thick. And as you can see, it's sturdy. Okay, so it's got about 1.5 inches of overhang on either side. I riveted the sheet to the ceiling and sealed underneath it. And then I already had the square cut out for the Max Air fan. So I slapped the fan in the hole, riveted the fan to the sheet metal with sealing it around the edges there. And as you can see, I mean it's not hooked up to any electronics yet, but I mean it's there. I've got the ceiling pieces for the rest of the bus, but I I stopped trying to do it by myself. This, if you watch my other videos, doing this alone was no bueno. So I decided, let's wait for me to get some friends that'll help me, uh, and have somebody hold it up while I screw it. But this will be the chimney right here. I'm getting caught in my electricals. So you take this chimney here, and it's extra long, so you can kind of cut it to your own thickness. They have a recommended depth, but who gives a shit? Uh, we'll have this guy mounted up here like this, and if you can imagine, some wood meeting this, that's what it's going to look like. This is a remote controlled Max Air fan unit, so you can kind of hit the receiver here and control it from the couch or whatever. Not a big deal, but whenever you get to RVing, if you ever get to the point where you maybe like are choosing an option on an RV or building a schoolie, and you're like, oh, why would I spend the extra $80 to get the one with the remote? Trust me, my friend, get the one with the remote, okay? Because you don't want to be having a lazy day on the couch and it's like getting hot, or you want some like moving air or whatever, and you got to get up off your butt under the blanket and like push a button. Ugh, just like imagine like watching TV and be like, okay, let's change the channel, and you get up off the couch and go push the button until you get to whatever cartoons you want to watch. Ugh, no, just get the remote, okay? It's not that much more expensive. Um, what am I talking about? Bus. Okay, let's talk trim piece real quick, okay? So as you can see, my wall and my ceiling don't meet, right? I left this very substantial like C-channel thing riveted to the bus at the beginning because I thought it provided some rigid structure, but also I had the idea for my lighting, which is this 3D printed piece right here. Okay, so this square area right here fits over the lip of the wall, sits right in there, and then this channel right here, I'll have a strip, a LED strip running the entire length right there. And then this top piece here, I'll have glued to the ceiling like that. And then this channel here and this channel here, if we look at it from the side again, they are perfectly in line with each other. So the idea is take like some semi-transparent uh, uh, or semi-clear sheeting, either 3D printed or just purchased from like Lowe's or whatever. Just think about your lighting at like a school or hospital or whatever, and that'll disperse the light coming from the LED strip out and kind of indirect soft lighting. Um, Additionally, this is just the prototype piece, so that's why I printed it out of the cool like heat treated looking stuff. But the final product will be a certain length, and there will be a rivet, a fake little button, 3D printed here and here. So as I print the different sections out of black, it'll look like, because the only thing you'll see is from here to the front and from here to the front. So it'll look like a black riveted plate. Now, to the naked eye, it may look bad whenever you look at it really close, but just at a glance, I'm hoping it'll look industrial in nature as it's just plastic extruded along the entire length here. So that's exciting. Uh, I've got my cousin helping me with the lighting, and I am working on the 3D print design, which is literally just this extruded and reprinted many times. So look forward to that. This is we're sitting where the refrigerator should go, and we're looking at the kitchen area. So this is the massive storage area under the kitchen. So my hot water heater, which I already have purchased, will go right here, and then it'll have a little vent that shoves air outside, and then I'll have shelving built in front of that, and maybe a wall to help support and divide things. Then I'll have a storage area here for the Ninja oven. On top here will be the induction stove top. Right here will be the sink. Up here will be a little cabinet area that is just for more storage. The key to the trick of the game or whatever is more storage, more better. um, yeah. So moving right along. Real quick, I made the second bracket to kind of mirror the other bracket on the other side. This is strictly for storage. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I've got a whole bunch of holes drilled in different places so I can mount different things. So I just really like the symmetry of having both of those there. So that's what I did on the back side. All right, guys, we've made it to the end of the video. I have done a lot, but there's still a lot to do. and I'm getting antsy. Like I am ready, you know. I think once I throw the rest of the ceiling on and get like some shelving built out, get the bathroom sealed, like stuff's gonna start coming together quick. So pretty excited. I'm altering my methods throughout the week. Usually, I only work on the weekends. Believe it or not, I think I've been working on this for 2.5 years, a little less than 2.5 years, just on the weekends and holidays. But I'm getting antsy. I'm getting ready. So starting to work on it during the week a little bit, just so I can get her done. So yeah, future planning. We've got kitchen shelves, we've got pantry shelves, we've got ceiling, bathroom, uh, water sealing the bathroom. I have a paint scheme and dye scheme that I'm going with. We're getting lighting set up. It's all coming together. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I have no idea when the next video is going to come. At least spring, right? So you never know. Uh, I'll catch you next time. What it do?